All right, before we begin, let's thank our sponsors. Inspect All Pest Services, providing the highest quality termite pest and wildlife control. But that's not all. Inspect All Pest Services will take care of your insulation, pressure washing, gutter maintenance, and other home services in Metro Atlanta and the surrounding areas. InspectAllServices.com. Big thanks to the Aurora Law Firm. That'd be one Mad Dog Manny Aurora and Pew Pew. The AuroraLawFirm.com litigates all of the United States, based out of Georgia, whether it's criminal defense, white-collar crime, DUI, drug offenses, appeals, and more. That would be the Aurora Law Firm. Ridgeline Counseling, Dr. David Markwell and his therapist. 3 locations in Georgia, one across from Sprayberry High School in Sandy Plains and East Cobb. Marietta near the Square in McKaysville, just outside of Blue Ridge. But the good doctor can talk to you wherever you are at with a virtual session. Schedule that today via markwelltherapy.com or email them directly, ridgelinecounseling@gmail.com. FPC Insurance, perfect for new homeowners, or if you're just looking to reshop those current insurance policies, which is never a bad idea. 5-star service, shop over 35 A-rated companies, multi-policy bundle discounts. They'll help you shop for carriers to find insurance for your house, flood, auto, motorcycle, boat, recreational vehicle, or even a personal policy. 888-308-1841. You can always get a quote online, FBCInsuranceServices.com. Alternate Power Solutions of Georgia, family owned and operated. They are a Generac generator dealer offering sales, service, installation, and repair of automatic home standby and portable generators. Never lose power again. They're the best at what they do, hands down, no doubt about it. Every customer at Alternate Power Solutions gets an upgraded warranty, free monitoring with a service contract. They offer flexible financing, semi-annual and annual service contracts for existing installations, and warranty repair. A-plus rating with the BB&B. Call or request a free home assessment. You can do that by calling 770-853-7571 or go to poweringgeorgia.com. Don't forget the discount code Bailey, my last name, Bailey, for $500 off your entire installation, servicing Georgia and Tennessee. Jayco Contracting, gutter and roofing specialist. Give Cliff Bratcher a call. Two-peer Cliff Bratcher. This is the hardest working guy in the business and the most trustworthy. 770-316-3876. He works every day of the year. Don't worry about it. He's got you. Licensed and insured roofing and gutter specialist covering all of Georgia. They are a platinum preferred contractor with Owens Corning, the creator of the Pink Panther. Not the you know what I mean. Free gutter guards with the purchase of a roof. Satisfaction guaranteed, commercial and residential. JaycoContracting.com. And, of course, Cliff Bratcher, 770-316-3876. And Live Ozone Therapy Spa, Central Florida's first and only ozone therapy spa, also offering red light therapy, presotherapy, halotherapy, PEMF, and also chromiotherapy, plus many ozone-infused products online like the magnesium butter. You can go to liveozonetherapyspa.com to book your appointment or to purchase any of those products. And for all two peers, if you use the code BS10, you get a 10% discount at checkout. All right, if you want to be a sponsor of the show, please reach out to me via thebaileyshow.com. Let's have a conversation, see how the BS podcast can help your brand. All right, let's begin.
Go ahead and leave a comment about how you deal with your children leaving home while I recover.
Honey, I raised the kids.
Our kids leaving the nest is never easy. So in order to cope, Jason and Rachel have decided to share the journey of their kids, Caleb and Ariel, or Beez as most know her. Follow the story in this podcast.
Honey, I raised the kids.
Wow, I might have to change the intro.
What are you going to change it to? I raised one child.
One child, yeah.
The other one's happy.
Thanks for being here. It is the Honey, I Raised the Kids podcast, a podcast about us becoming empty nesters. My name's Jason Bailey. There's my lovely wife, Rachel Guy.
Hey, y'all.
Collectively, we are known as Ray J.
But I think today we can be J. Ray. I just need a break.
Oh, my God.
I just need a break.
I just want one day without any headaches.
I know, yeah.
Like unforeseen, obnoxious headaches. It all started great. I mean, today I woke up, I went to the gym early, I had meetings, we had a packed house at Alive.
Yeah, busy day.
I mean, it was great. Everything was fantastic.
Yeah.
And then the call.
And then.
And you know, I don't want to be, I don't want to be that guy the dad. I don't want to embarrass Caleb, but
I fucking will.
no, we don't want to embarrass our son. Here's the thing. When you do this for a living, and I do this for a living.
For a very long time.
For a very long time. First and foremost, you have to know what you signed up for.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the first thing. The second thing is there is a gray area of what to share and what not to share. And earlier in my career, I learned that the hard way because I was, everything is real and everything needs to be shared, and not understanding that it's still entertainment, and you share what you think will be entertaining without hurting anybody.
Right.
The older you get in this business, with that being said, you learn not to share something that you think is going to hurt someone, embarrass someone, be malicious. I mean, unless they deserve it, but definitely not a family member, right?
Right.
So the stories that I share / we share on this episode,
we don't share the good stuff,
which is a lot different than like with the BS. The BS, I'll share a lot more about stuff, but this is supposed to be fun and upbeat and happy and this and that. And it's all go lucky. And
my family's crazy. So I don't know.
Well,
you're welcome.
I don't know what my mom would think if she could figure out how to listen to a podcast. I have no idea. So I never have to worry about that.
Yeah.
But last episode we talked about, our son Caleb, and he left the house, and his fiance had left something behind in the house. And it actually was the promo, which
I was a part of the conversation. So it involved me.
Yeah. He called you and said, oh my God, she left us behind. And if you want to know, I'm not going to repeat it because that's what upset her, which then upset him. You can always go back to the episode and listen to it. And I'm doing that out of respect.
Yep.
That wasn't something to be embarrassed about.
No.
I mean, like, just about every woman over the age of 16
has lost those things.
Right.
You know what? I had one inserted in my body and still lost it. I had to have it surgically removed because it was gone and not where it was supposed to be.
And I made a good bit about that on the radio.
Yeah.
And I'm
because,
guessing
it was funny.
I'm guessing everybody figured out what we're talking about now.
Yeah.
So anyway, there was I have these promos that are made and they are on the social media and then the show. So anyway, our son calls us and he's furious. He's upset. He's mad. And his fiance's upset. She's mad. And this is that. And,
you know what? They don't listen. They're not on social media. So there's a reason how they got those things. It was shared by somebody. Somebody shared that and said, oh, you should be mad about this.
Any ideas who that might be?
Yeah, my fucking mom.
Rach is very upset right now. I'm
so upset because you know what? Listen, I had him at 16. 16. Okay.
You're an MTV show. I say that all the time.
I am an MTV show to the max. All right. We could be on MTV and Max. It's fine. But that was my whole life. My whole life. And you know what? By the time he's 24. Okay. By the time I was 24, I had 2 children and was working 3 jobs. Get over your fucking self. I have zero in me that I have sympathy for anything.
Here,
you can be nice now. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm not as angry. I'm not angry at all, actually.
No.
My point that I was making is that if I felt it was that big of a deal, I would have taken it.
Shared it.
I would never even have gone there. But
the rule, we do have rules, and we talk about Ariel because she talks to me every day, and they FaceTime me at the bar, and Mustache Man.
She loves it. Her friends love it.
And if there is something that she does not want shared, she tells me. She says, "Please don't share this," and I'm like, okay, no big deal. Yeah. Got you. It's not a problem.
It's a little bit different of a household family lifestyle, how it works. And, because of the stories that we share, but the stories that we have and that we share them because we know that you could most likely relate to them.
Well, and you're all parents and that has all happened.
Right. So what bothered me today when he called. One, he didn't ask. He demanded.
Yep.
And he just came at me the wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
And
Same. I got it first.
the second thing is that generation that he's a part of is very thin-skinned and very whiny. And I can't stand it. And just because you whine about something does not mean you deserve to get it. That's the second thing. The third thing is, well, I guess there's not really a there was kind of a third thing. It was just the way that it was handled. It was just not appropriate, and I didn't feel like there was any validity to it.
No.
You know what I mean? And maybe if it was handled, because I would have had to, done the whole episode. I know that they didn't listen to the whole episode.
No.
So because it was in the promo, and that's what I'll see from like listeners, or people that don't listen, like my YouTube channel at The Bailey Show, that's a whole different audience, right? And they don't read the posts. That audience, or TikTok too, TikTok especially, there's some really dumb people in this world that don't know how to follow direction. And they will listen to the clip, watch the clip, and they'll make a comment, but not understanding that is a 60-second portion of
don't get the context.
Hour plus show.
Right.
It's called a promo. They're not understanding that. So in this case, when that clip aired, whether they saw it or someone else saw it and told them about it, it was literally like 30, 45 seconds. They didn't hear the context of it.
No.
And so
there was no malicious anything, and nobody said her name. And who cares?
I mean, like I've
done it.
I've shared stories about Caleb shaving his pubes, banging the girl in the bathroom in high school.
You know what? If you don't want to be talked about, don't do dumb shit with you and let your parents find out. Be better at hiding it.
So it kind of goes with my whole thing of being held accountable. It's just a little bit different. This is not to embarrass our kids. This podcast is
no.
It's to have fun and talk about the stories and be relatable and all that kind of stuff.
And you know what's funny is that we have a lot of women that come into the spa that are my patients. Okay, my patients every day that I see them on a daily. Most of them are mothers or mothers and grandmothers, and we talk about all this stuff. So, sorry, buddy. It was talked about on the podcast, and all of our patients know. And they thought it was funny, too, because then they also had stories and were like, oh, my God, let me tell you what my daughter-in-law did, or let me tell you what my son did.
So the after effects of this are going to be, we're repelling everybody from our house. Our family parties are going to be very, very small.
I don't care. I don't want to fucking party anymore. I'm done. Nobody's allowed in my house anymore. I'm done.
You don't want to party anymore?
No. I want to party by myself on the patio.
So
with a giant tequila. Any
invites that we send out to family now, they're going to be declined and not returned.
Nobody's coming.
Nobody's coming.
That's fine.
This podcast and this podcast alone is making our party a party of two.
I like our party of two. You know what? We have a great time. Beez can come.
Yeah.
She doesn't get mad at me.
More brisket for us.
Yeah.
More brisket for us. So yeah, that we've come to that conclusion.
Don't get mad at me, Caleb.
Yeah.
Though you get mad at me, you can say you're mad at me. I don't care.
Is you think he's going to be okay?
He'll be fine. He'll get over it. He's going to talk shit about me to my mother, and they're going to fester in it. And then it'll just be like, poof, it's gone. Okay. Hey, I need something, or can we go hang out, or whatever. He'll come over and like it never happened.
No.
And it's fine, because it's better, because I don't need to go into the crazy town on a regular. Don't fuck up my vibe.
Yeah, actually, I did have a third thing. That was the third thing, is that, and I was going to have this talk with him today, but I got irritated because he kept repeating himself. And I just said, no, this conversation is going nowhere. This is not a debate. It's just the answer is no. If you have anything else to say, you can say it. But and then he kept bringing it up. I'm like, this is not you don't understand. This not so. At some point, someone has to have a conversation with him, and I'm assuming it's going to be me about growing. yes, he's doing so much better, and
He's doing so well.
and he's doing well, but he still has not. I don't want to say mastered, but he still has not gotten to the point, and he should be at 24 to adult better. And that means the way you handle things, the way you respond, reading the room, how you ask.
Don't call your mother while she's at work and has patience and start your freaking bullshit.
I know it's funny coming from me and listing all of those things, but I don't want him to see him make the same mistakes that I made.
Mhm.
And I see the writing on the wall, and it's gonna. I got lucky a lot for years. I got lucky. I mean, I can remember one of my first crazy big blow ups in radio, and to this engineer that didn't deserve it, and I don't know why I did it, and not understand.
Because you were young and testosterone flowing. It's cool when you've got like egos and all that kind of fun stuff, but you have to learn to work through that. You at this point in your life have.
Nah, not due to popular belief. That's not true.
Yeah, well, I know for a fact that's true.
Yeah, there's a lot of people out there that would disagree with you.
Well, they don't know because all they do is listen to what other people say. That also don't know you.
Yeah, that's a true story.
I know.
Very, very true story.
It's fine.
We got a lot of drama going on in the Bailey house right now. And we don't want it. Like, it's so weird, and I'm sure most of you listening kind of can understand this. It's like, you just want a good run. It's like poker, right? You just want a constant good run, but that's not going to happen. You're going to have, you could go dry for weeks, months. I mean, last couple of weeks, I mean, I just got beat up. I mean, just absolutely destroyed.
Poker.
At poker, yeah.
Okay, you can be a little descriptive there. You just beat up in life.
But life, is the same way. Is that you'll have a good run, and then something will slap you upside the head. In the last couple of weeks, it's been kind of a roller coaster. At least for me, it's kind of been a roller coaster. And I really have nothing to bitch about, and I shouldn't bitch about it because there's so many people in worse situations. But just because of things that I want to accomplish. And then like today, everything was great. Got up early, went to the gym, had meetings, had all this stuff. We're getting ready to get the new Hocket sauna at Alive.
So exciting.
We're expanding. Business is doing really well. Got some projects with the podcast and outside of the podcast, dealing with I mean, like, all these things are happening. And then just like out of nowhere, waka kaboozy. You get
waka flame.
You get the call from Caleb. You're like, dude, like, why? Like, this was not on my bingo card today.
I got it first, and you know what?
And your dumbass told him to call me.
I know I did.
Well,
no, that was not dumb, because you know what? He was coming at me, and I was getting ready, like with our patients. I have to be like headspace right, because it's not just. They're on this healing journey, okay? And that a lot of stuff part of the healing is the mental therapy and the mental clarity side of things. So a lot of times I have a lot of ladies that come in and they're crying, and we've got a rough day.
That's a beautiful speech. Bullshit. You've heard of passing the buck?
What? No.
Hold on. I asked you a question.
Listen, yes, I have heard of that. But listen.
Let me finish.
Okay.
Focus. Have you heard of passing the buck?
Yep.
Well, today.
I sure fucking did.
You passed the fuck.
I did.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's exactly. So that whole story of the patients, it's beautiful.
It is,
and it's
beautiful.
True.
It is
but
true.
It's bullshit.
But he wouldn't stop. And then the text messages that came through were my mother's words.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? You know where that puts me? And I'm like about to go off into the stratosphere. And I stopped it right there. And I said, because I was trying to de-escalate, and said, you know what? Give me a little bit and I'll have a conversation. I'll talk to Jason. I said, but I can't right now. And then he kept on and kept on. And then my mother's words started coming out. And I said, you know what? You call him.
Yeah, thanks for that.
Just like that. and I hung up on him.
Ooh, that's nitty titty.
Done.
Yeah, that's gross.
You call him.
I thought he was calling because I got him the tickets for Rockville. That's what I was like. Hey, buddy, how you doing? And then, I said, nah, not today, man. This is not happening. It's like, I am not in the mood for this today. This is just, and that's the thing is like, I want him to get to a point where he realizes, other people might be having a day.
Yeah.
Or you don't want to make somebody have a day, so you kind of have to handle with kid gloves, on kid gloves or kit gloves.
I don't know that
I think
saying.
it's kit gloves.
Okay. I believe you because I don't know it.
White gloves.
All right.
Very soft gloves.
Sure.
Nice gloves.
I like it.
Isotoners.
Leather gloves.
Leather. Red leather, yellow leather.
I knew you were going to do
Gloves.
it.
Red leather, yellow. Anyway, that's what I want him to learn. That's what I want him to understand. And he did not. That upset me today. I was just like, that pissed me off even more. That's why I was like, yeah, I'm out. I'm out. So our parties, and I'm telling you, you know what this is? This is your receipt from not inviting your mother to the Blueberry Festival.
Is that? Oh, but you know what? I sideways invited her because I invited Dad.
Okay, well, she's upset that she didn't get to go to the Blueberry Festival.
I know, and you know what? She was invited because I invited Dad. I told him what we were doing. We were going to Mount Dora, so obviously your mother is going also. I invited Dad because he stopped by the spa on his birthday, so I could hug him. And I was like, on Sunday, I'd love to see you. We're going to the Blueberry Festival in Mount Dora. You're totally welcome to come. I guess you can bring Mom with you.
They didn't come.
No, they didn't come. And then she sent me a text.
I bet you he didn't even tell her.
I want to say that he probably didn't tell her until later because it's okay. It's Dad. And she sent me a message and said, we would have gone to the Blueberry Festival with you. And I'm like, all right, I'm done. So get out of my bubble. I got a little vibe here, and she fucks with my vibe. And I like to be in this happy, like, woo-saw world. She's not it.
Yeah.
And she just likes to engage and poke.
So we're down. So Caleb won't come. His fiance won't come. Your mom won't come. Your sister's boyfriend won't come. So we're down. So that means your sister won't come, which means her kids won't come. So
I got down everybody. My family's fucked up.
Yeah, we're down.
Yeah, everybody's family's fucked up.
So we're down. We're down 8 people now.
You're down with the business.
Yeah. So our parties, we're gonna have to rent some friends or some family members, or
no, I'm good.
We're gonna find somebody.
Nope.
Because we got a party coming up. We got to throw for Beezers.
Yeah, Beez will bring her in friends.
For her birthday. Okay, well, as long as she's got her own friends.
Yeah, she's got her in friends.
Because I'm going to make a big old brisket for him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and you know what? The girls will be so very excited. They will not miss out.
Yeah. So, this, as far as part of becoming empty nesting, most of you probably don't have podcast or radio shows, so you don't have to deal with that. But same scenario, somebody says something, you say something else.
I didn't say I always get drug in.
No, dragged. I understand
Whatever.
that. Yeah. But what I'm saying is relatability factor. If you don't have a podcast, which most of you probably don't, or a radio show or something like that, then the idea is somebody says something to you, you tell somebody in the family, that gets back to that person, then there's drama and you got to figure it out. Mm-hmm. Same kind of scenario.
It's the same thing, except for I always get dragged into it. Dragged into it.
I think it's dragged.
Drug. I got drug into it.
It's dragged.
I got dragged into it.
Dragged. I'm pretty sure.
I don't care. Whatever. I get brought into all of
the things. You got drugged, it'd be like roofied.
I wish I was roofied.
Me too.
Because it's not like, I'm like, y'all, I don't fucking care. It's none of my business. I don't care.
This is only for entertainment purposes.
It is. Nobody cares.
It's just something else you got to deal with, And Beezers, on the other hand, Beezers is, taking her finals.
She did great.
She's crushing her finals.
Yeah.
Mustache Man, we got an update.
No mustache man.
That's what the update was going to be. I
Oh,
was going
sorry.
to do a big update and you jumped the gun.
Sorry.
So Mustache Man, he had to shave off his mustache. Why did Mustache Man have to shave off his mustache? Well,
Big deal.
Because, he's in the military program at the University of Alabama. And last week,
he got the call.
Trump's coming into town
for the graduation.
The commencement.
Yep.
Trump, and he's color guarding for Trump and Nick Saban.
Yep.
For the whole shebang.
How cool is that?
Yeah. So they made him shave his mustache.
They did. So he's no mustache man for President Detail.
Right. President Detail. So Trump made him shave his mustache. No mustache man for Trump.
Yeah. Yeah. It's serious. You
Yeah.
got to be like clean shaven and all the things. But out of all of the kids in that program, there were only certain ones that were chosen to do this. And he got chosen to do it. And it was very exciting. Like, that's a big deal.
Yeah. I wonder what kind of security they had to put him through. Like background checks. And like, what if you came from some, like your dad was some crazy leftist protesting, just nutty guy, if they'd still let you do it?
Probably not. I'm sure there's a lot of process that went into that.
Find out for me. Ask Beez to ask him. I'm curious on what
he's busy right now.
Yeah, I understand that. But ask Beez for next episode.
Okay.
I'm curious on what that is. So Beez is going to be home.
Yep.
Here in the next couple days, actually.
Yep.
And she's going to be home for the summer, and she got a summer job at a live ozone therapy spa.
Yep.
She'll be hanging out with her friends.
All the ladies are excited to see her.
Yeah. Mustache Man, most likely. That's going to be an episode and a half to talk to you about when Mustache Man comes to the house.
Yep.
That's going to be a thing. So, that's where we're going right now.
Yeah. She wants some beach time. She wants good pool. The pool's going to be ready by the time she comes home.
Yeah.
It'll be good.
And we go to the Bahamas in a couple weeks.
Yeah. Oh, please.
Can we go now?
So we talk about first as being empty nesters. This will be our first vacation
as empty nesters.
Yeah.
You know what? Only right this second, I think that I understand why some parents are like, empty nester, woo!
I'm sorry, do that again.
Empty nester, woo!
What's the walk like an Egyptian and the... No, that's...
Oh, sorry.
Not Egypt.
Not that.
That's a little... That's north. Yeah. Empty nester, woo!
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing all week while we're at the Bahamas.
Just gonna walk around, empty nester, woo! Empty nester, woo! Yeah. Okay, I gotcha.
I'm doing it.
This might be what we've been trying to find all along.
Oh,
because we haven't understood, from the very beginning, episode 1. We've talked about this.
You know what? Thank you, Caleb.
Is the idea of you become an empty nester and it's the best time in your life and you get to do all these great things and crazy things and blah, 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 blah. And we haven't experienced that. Nope. Now, a lot of that has to do with our second act. It's not like either of us were in our one job.
We're not retired.
Or just in the same job and it's the same day and it's Groundhog Day over and over again. We both are in a second act of our lives with picking, for the most part, new careers, because the chances of me ever going back to terrestrial radio are slim to none, and that's not all by my.
It's all right. You're better this way.
And so we have to build the podcast up as much as possible, which means could use some subscribers if you guys are interested. TheBaileyShow.com for the sub episodes, so you can get all of the episodes of the BS, or sponsors for any of you businesses that would like some advertising. We do that here on this show.
We do.
We've got some cool things coming up that you might want to be a part of.
Oh, you definitely do.
Anyway.
Really cool things. But you know what?
So this is going to be our vacation where we're going to finally understand what it's like to be an empty nester.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, well, we are going soon, like in the next couple of weeks.
All right. I don't know if I'm finding my abs before we go, but I'll try.
We've taken... even with the kids, we've gone and done things together.
Yeah, but we still have kids and responsibilities.
But we've
What?
Have we ever taken outside of work,
Mm-hmm.
like going to Vegas for an award show or LA for an award show or something like that?
That doesn't count.
Right, exactly. Had we ever taken, when we were with the kids, a vacation for a long period of time?
Just us.
Just us?
Yeah, the very first time we went to the Bahamas.
Yeah, outside of that.
No, that's it.
Yeah, okay, that's what. So, and that first time, it was actually my idea
Yeah.
to bring the kids.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. You're like, we were there for a day and you're like, we need to bring the kids here. We should probably bring the kid. And the kids were the conversation the entire week. Oh, Caleb would love this. Oh, Beez would love this.
Yeah, I just thought it would be the best family vacation.
Yeah.
Once
And
a year.
it was.
It was, yeah.
every single year since then,
Yeah.
except for last year. And
Well, last year we
while
didn't go.
While we were moving.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
year that we did, the last year we went, that's when Tati died.
Yeah.
And Demi came back to life. but
Yeah, she came back to life. But this time, it's just you and me. We have no children that we're watching, whatever the age, no nothing. They're all adults. Like the girls are in charge of the spa while we're gone, and
Yeah, this is balls deep empty nesting.
Mhm.
It's kind of exciting.
Yeah, I'm gonna be drunk every day.
Yeah,
Don't judge me.
I won't.
My little dance is coming out.
Yeah, I say we dress nutty,
Yes.
drink a lot,
Okay.
pee ourselves. I mean, just do weird.
Why do that anyway?
Yeah, just do weird stuff.
Okay. So can I get you a fun shirt?
Sure,
Will you wear matching swimming trunks with me?
sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I gotta order them today.
Yeah, do it. I'm in.
I'm gonna put my face on your ding ding.
Okay,
And you're gonna wear it.
I'm okay with
Will
that.
you wear my face on your ding ding?
I will wear your face on my ding ding swimming
Excellent.
trunk shorts.
Yes.
Absolutely.
That's the best.
Yeah. Is Beez excited to work at the spa?
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
Yeah, she's excited. She was asking what her hours were gonna be today.
No.
And I
She's
said,
already trying to get out of stuff.
well, no, she was like, so I just need to understand what my hours are during the week, because after work, I would like to be able to have at least a little bit of time to go to the gym before I come home, eat dinner, and get ready for the next day. I'm like, okay. And then she said, and does Kinsey work every single weekend? Because maybe we could have a weekend or two that we could go to the beach. And I was like, well, she doesn't. I try not to have her work too many weekends. And I do it because, she's young and whatever. And
even though Saturdays are usually our busiest days.
Yeah. And she handles it like a freaking rock star. But so she was like, well, we'd like to have some beach time. And I'm like, I get it. It's cool. I'm like, your schedule will be good. Kinsey's schedule's good.
Yeah.
Like she's still got time to do things and still has time to go to the gym and that kind of thing. So that's really what she's worried about, the beach and the gym.
Yeah. Well, it's very exciting. Again, thank you to those in the Central Florida area that have supported Alive Ozone Therapy Spa.
Thank you for trusting us to help you feel better.
Yeah. I mean, 6.5 months open, and we're already expanding by adding a new Hocket sauna, which is how we administer ozone therapy in a the most non-invasive way. We're doing this so we can have more patients, and we can, you don't have to wait. The business is going up so much each month that we're falling behind, but we can get people in more efficiently.
Yeah, we like to be more efficient.
Yeah. And that's what we're doing. So this is very exciting, and those not in the area that have supported Alive, by ordering the products online, aliveozonetherapyspa.com. Thank you for doing that. Continue to do that. Make sure you're using the code BS10 so you can get your discounts. Don't forget to do that when you're ordering your tallow or your magnesium butter or whatever the case may be. So also got a new shipment of the ozonators in. So if you're interested in that, no maintenance, literally plug and play, produces small amounts of ozone in your house to kill allergens and bacteria and mold. And it's safe.
Better than an air purifier. So.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's literally ozone being released, but it's safe because it's small amounts of ozone being released. And it's safe for you, and it's safe for pets, safe for kids. So it's It's all good. It's all
Even the kids that like to be not nice.
Yeah, your kid's not going to huff it like they would paint or anything like that. All right, let's wrap this up. I think you need a drink.
I think I would like a drink.
Yeah, this was a tough week, y'all.
Yeah.
Just because Caleb, Mr. Poopy Face.
Yeah, well, it's fine. If anyone would like to support and be a part of the drama, welcome to my life.
Mm-hmm.
I started early.
Feel free to mail very small bottles of Honey Jack to Alive Ozone Therapy Spa, 321 Maitland Ave.
I'm a fan of tequila.
Or tequila. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can mail your small bottles of liquor there. Altamont Springs, Florida, 32701. Help us
support me.
Get through this week.
Mm-hmm.
All right. TheBaileyShow.com. We have a great week of shows for you this week for the BS. The live stream on Tuesday night. You can get that on Twitch, The Bailey Show Pod, on the Facebook page at The Bailey Show, Instagram at Listen to the BS if you want to join in and interact with that. All of our social media, please give us a like, share, follow, share our content, please. And in the next couple of weeks, I was going to try to do it this week. It's not going to happen. So in the next couple of weeks, I'll be launching a new show.
Oh my God, you'll have to listen. It's so good.
On the feed, and the feed's name will be changing, and it's going to be different. And then outside of that, I'll be working with someone producing and semi-hosting their podcast, which will be a lot of fun.
Again, so good.
Yeah, it's really cool. This is some cool stuff going on. So anyway, thanks for listening. Y'all, you got anything before we get out?
Hey, I don't like to party. I don't want to be a part of the party anymore.
I thought you were like, woo, empty nest.
No, our party.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to be any.
Oh, yeah. It's brisket for two. So, yeah. Brisket for two.
I'm done.
All right. As always, thanks for the support. Thanks for listening. Have yourself a great, safe one. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.
I realize not everyone feels this way. And if you are okay with this stage of your life, honestly, more power to you.
Thanks for listening. Get more information at episodesonthebaileyshow.com.
Honey, I raised the kids.
Subscribe at thebaileyshow.com. Yeah, baby.